What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a very exciting Liverpool transfer news video, and it looks like Jeremie Frimpong will sign for Liverpool. He has a very low £30 million release clause, and now not only Fabrizio Romano but Paul Joyce, who is basically a mouthpiece for Liverpool Football Club. He only reports news when Liverpool brief him personally about a big breaking story that Liverpool are interested and they are a leading candidate to sign Jeremie Frimpong should Liverpool look to strengthen in that position this summer. And I think it's almost 100% that Liverpool will strengthen at right back, because I listened to and watched very closely Arne's press conference, and he praised Conor Bradley, but he said that he needs to take the next step in his career by staying fit and playing consistently week in, week out. So Liverpool pretty much can't rely on just Conor Bradley to cover the right back position next season. And yes, we have Kwanzaa, we have Joe Gomez, but they are not natural, traditional right backs. And Jeremie Frimpong, with this low release clause, is an opportunistic signing that Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards love to sign. And Fabrizio Romano also confirmed that Liverpool are well informed on the Jeremie Frimpong situation and how the installments are defined for his release clause. He remains one of the main names on the shortlist at Liverpool to replace Trent Alexander-Arnold, with Frimpong expected to be eventually keen on the move. So that's very good, very encouraging news by Fabrizio Romano. And Paul Joyce also said that Arne Slot confirmed that Conor Bradley will start against Arsenal tomorrow, and also Conor Bradley will play the rest of the season because he needs experience, he needs playing time. And for Joyce, here you can see that Jeremie Frimpong is a leading candidate for Liverpool to sign as a right back, and he has a release clause of about £30 million, and he has been playing as a right wing back or right winger. But it is also clear that Liverpool have confidence internally about Bradley's capabilities. The 21-year-old suffered 2 hamstring injuries this season, but the club's medical department is working to ensure he becomes more durable for next season. So Liverpool want to make Conor Bradley less injury prone and more durable. Alexander-Arnold will be a Real Madrid player by then. And Arne Slot pretty much confirmed, laughing, that we both know where Trent Alexander-Arnold will go. He just can't publicly comment on that because it hasn't been officially announced yet. And Arne Slot was asked about how Liverpool could replace Trent Alexander-Arnold, the world-class right back. He said, there were a lot of questions about me replacing Jurgen Klopp as well, and there were so many examples of people leaving this club. Kevin Keegan left, Kenny Dalglish arrived. We all felt disappointed, we felt sad that Trent is leaving, but we know this club will generate new stars again. And all the players, but Conor Bradley specifically, will get an individual training program over the summer. We want to keep them fit, but they also have to enjoy a few days off. And Conor has such an intense playing style. Maybe that's one of the reasons why he suffered 2 hamstring injuries, because he runs a lot. And Conor Bradley is in his own league, comparable maybe with Hakimi at PSG, that he's everywhere during the game as well. But Hakimi is 26, he is much more used to doing this every single week. And Conor Bradley needs time and a good program to keep him fit. To become a very good player, you have to be available every week, and that is the first step he has to take next season. But we have confidence in Conor as a very good fullback for Liverpool, and that is already what he has shown. And Fabrizio Romano confirmed Liverpool's interest in Jeremie Frimpong and his low release clause, which could be £35 million. It makes him an absolute bargain. Liverpool's interest is genuine because Liverpool are exploring this opportunity. Fabrizio Romano said Liverpool need to replace Trent Alexander-Arnold, who will go to Real Madrid, and Jeremie Frimpong is a player they like. And the base release clause is £35 million plus another £5 million as a solidarity payment to Leverkusen, whatever that means. So Frimpong has emerged as a viable and immediate target. And also Bayer Leverkusen just yesterday confirmed that Xabi Alonso is going to leave the club, and it's pretty much sealed already that Xabi Alonso is going to Real Madrid. Carlo Ancelotti is leaving Real Madrid at the end of the season. Carlo Ancelotti goes to probably coach the Brazil national team. And Fabrizio Romano said that Jeremie Frimpong had some fantastic years together at Bayer Leverkusen with Xabi Alonso. But Jeremie Frimpong feels this is the right moment to go, to say goodbye to Bayer Leverkusen. Liverpool are monitoring the situation and they are well informed on the situation of Jeremie Frimpong. There are also other clubs in the race, but the clause is there, the clause is available this summer. Jeremie Frimpong only costs 35 million pounds. With a release clause, it makes him both a very affordable and attractive target for clubs looking to bolster their flanks. Let's see then how it will advance. But it's going to be a busy summer for Liverpool. And it's going to be an important summer for Liverpool, Fabrizio Romano said. The centre-back, potentially the left-back. Let's see what they want to do up front and with the midfielders as well. And the defending isn't just about winning duels and making tackles. It's about reading the game, making recovery runs and interceptions. And Frimpong's tackles ratio is low, that's true. But that's because he plays really far advanced forward as a winger. His defensive duties are not that of a traditional right back. So don't judge Jeremie Frimpong's defensive numbers too harshly. And his volume is low, so he's defending not that much because of the tactics and the playing style of Bayer Leverkusen. He's basically playing as a right winger, winning 0.9 tackles per 90 minutes in comparison to Trent Alexander-Arnold, who is winning 1.9, Conor Bradley 1.2. His tackle success rate is actually better than both Trent and Conor Bradley at 56%, and the Liverpool duo doesn't even reach 50%. They are lower than 50%. So when Jeremie Frimpong defends, he's actually defending better than Trent or Conor Bradley. So his interceptions, 0.3, is a little bit lower than Conor Bradley, but not significantly more. Conor Bradley is just shy of 0.5, 0.48. So there is not that much separating him already from the Liverpool player who Jeremie Frimpong will be in competition with. Bradley makes a bit more recoveries, averaging around 8 per 90 minutes. Frimpong's recovery is around 5. Both of them make over 40% of their recoveries in the opposition half of the pitch. So yes, Arne Slot might tweak his tactics, but the homegrown factor is huge because Jeremie Frimpong is a homegrown player. So he will replace Trent Alexander-Arnold and he's a homegrown player. And he's included in that quota, so that is an important factor. And there are installments for a very low release clause. He also is familiar with the players at Liverpool and the Dutch coach. He's 24 years old, and that's the perfect age that Michael Edwards likes players to be signed at. So too many things make sense with this transfer. So yes, Jeremie Frimpong will be running a lot forward, and he will be leaving his centre-back exposed, just like Trent Alexander-Arnold. But he will create chances, and he will track back to defend much more than Trent Alexander-Arnold. He is better at tracking back, he's faster as well to get back. And if Frimpong is caught up out of position, leaving Konate or whoever goes behind Frimpong 90% of the time will work his behind off to get back, meaning he would likely have a right back in position to defend. How often can we say that? Can we say that about Trent Alexander-Arnold? How often did we see him just lingering in midfield, leaving his centre back one-on-one with the winger or the striker? Trent Alexander maybe got back 50% of the time, if that, but I think Jeremie Frimpong will track back a lot more and a lot faster, which is also important because he is very quick. He can run back very quickly. And now some people question whether Liverpool will sign Milos Kerkez as well. From making initial interest known last November, having knowledge of what groundwork the club went through in January with Milos Kerkez and his representatives, it would be very surprising if Liverpool didn't progress with the Milos Kerkez deal. We have all seen the cryptic emojis floating about with Kerkez and Szoboszlai as well. Jeremie Frimpong would be coming in as a first choice right back as well, because Arne Slot praised Conor Bradley ridiculously in the press conference, showing the faith in him to say he needs to be playing now in preparation for next season. The manager highlighted his injury issues and he has put that down to lack of consistency in playing. We have seen it before, some players have to be playing to stay fit instead of playing parts of games in small bursts, causing issues. Frimpong shouldn't change the outlook of the transfer window defensively. He's more than just a right back. And if this 40 million euro release clause is paid in 4 installments, as it's rumored, then it's a no-brainer. And Jeremie Frimpong is already following Jadon Dance, which is a very niche Liverpool-related follow, because he's a youth academy player who hardly plays for Liverpool. So some people are already saying, you may as well announce the deal now. That Jeremie Frimpong follows Jadon Dance. And Jeremie Frimpong is a Liverpool fan, and he already is good friends with Gravenberch, with Van Dijk, with Cody Gakpo, and also Jeremie Frimpong could deputize for Mo Salah when Mo Salah goes to the Africa Cup of Nations, which is another factor that favors Liverpool signing Jeremie Frimpong. And this could Liverpool are already advancing well with the Milos Kerkez deal and potentially signing a striker as well behind the scenes. And Trent Alexander-Arnold's defensive game has improved under Arne this season compared to last season. So that means that Frimpong's defensive game will improve under Arne And this is an exciting link to a fantastic player for a very low price. And Jeremie Frimpong's first choice has always been Liverpool. In recent and previous interviews, he talked a lot about his admiration for the club, Liverpool FC. And for Frimpong to work as a right back, there is an argument to be made that Liverpool need to sign a defensive midfielder with the ability to play between the lines as well as unlock a defense. Frimpong would remain wide, which allows Salah to come inside a little bit more. So you can see the vision of what Arne will try to create, but the vision needs a player who is key to unlocking it. And there is an argument to be made that Liverpool maybe would be better in signing a more defensive left back in Jorel Hato, but Liverpool did so much groundwork on the Milos Kerkez deal. I'm not sure. It would be crazy for Liverpool to back out of that deal. And this Frimpong transfer deal is maybe too good to pass up. This is the type of signing for Edwards and Richard Hughes have always said they are looking for. He costs around £30 million. He's homegrown. He can cover the entire right-hand side. He's young, he's pacey, he wants to play for Liverpool, he has a Dutch connection, plenty of experience. It just makes sense on all levels, regardless of his defensive frailties. But as I said, he will play a more defensive role at Liverpool at right back, so his defensive numbers will be much better. He spent 9 years with the Man City academies, so that's why he's considered a homegrown player. And looking at his chart, he basically doesn't defend, or he's the worst defender ever. He doesn't defend it a lot, we already talked about that. And he played a right back at Celtic and in his early career at Bayer Leverkusen, so he's not a stranger to playing right back, and he pretty much bossed the Scottish League playing right back. And I'm sure that Frimpong will be okay rotating with Conor Bradley and Mo Salah, because he would love to play for Liverpool and he would absolutely do everything to succeed at this club, because he is a Liverpool fan pretty much. He confirmed that in recent interviews that he really likes Liverpool. And also Conor Bradley is injury prone, so far at least. Hopefully Liverpool can fix that. And also Africa Cup of Nations season coming up next season, so Frimpong will get plenty of playing time at right back and even at right winger. And also Mo Salah only has 2 years left on his contract, so Frimpong at 24 could be maybe a long-term right winger replacement for Mo Salah as well. And at 35 million pounds, it's just too good of an opportunity to pass up. And Frimpong is nothing like how the fullbacks usually play under Arne Slot, that's true. But Arne Slot would definitely set the team up to suit Frimpong's strengths and to hide his weaknesses. And as I said, maybe Salah could go inside and occupy the box a little bit more, and Frimpong could stay out wide in attack. Frimpong would absolutely thrive in the role that Mo Salah currently has. When they went invincible last season and won the Bundesliga, when Bayer Leverkusen were attacking, Frimpong would act as a right winger and they would try to move the ball in a way as to isolate him one-on-one with the fullback, very similar to how Salah always played for Liverpool. Salah would probably go inside more when Frimpong plays as right back, and the striker will play closer to Szoboszlai, like the two number 10s that he was experimenting with. But Trent has been a pretty bad defender for the last 2 years. This season he has improved in that aspect, but still he's not the best. And his effort level has been horrendous at times. simply not tracking back or getting back into defensive positions after being skinned or giving the ball away badly. So really, what's the risk signing Frimpong? I just can't see him being worse defensively than Trent Alexander-Arnold. I mean, Trent is a pretty decent defender. He improved in that sense, but still, he lost too many duels this season, and hopefully Frimpong will be better. And it's more of a mentality issue with Trent than a skill issue. Too many times we have seen Trent not tracking back at all after losing possession. His lack of pace also doesn't help, but I think Frimpong will be much better in that aspect. So let me know what do you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, see you later guys, goodbye.